Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi everybody, I'm there to welcome another video on my YouTube channel. I'm Zahoorahmed. I'm the founder of my YouTube channel, English Grammar and Use. I thank my Allah for the bliss that He has granted over me, and I'm really thankful to my viewers for the love and respect that they have shown towards me. At the start of my video, I would like to request my viewers to subscribe my channel, share my videos, click the button of liking and notifications so that my videos can reach you at the time of uploading. Let me know through your comments that where are you from and what the questions you have with the regard of my lectures, teachings, so that I can give the answers of all these questions well. Oh, so you are given full freedom that you could ask me questions related with the topic that I'm giving the lecture. Okay. I was absent for many days. You know that I couldn't upload videos. There are so many problems, so I couldn't explain these problems here. And so I wanted to talk today on the thing that I have brought today with me. That I'll try. So one thing that what the topic that I have brought today, that I want to make the things easier, that my learners can understand these things well. You know that a best job of a teacher, and best teacher is one who tries to make the things easier and easier and easier through giving many more examples about the things, rather supporting the definitions and traditional teachings. And I do not trust in traditional way of teaching where you are taught about the rules and laws and many more things are there. I do not trust in these things. I trust on giving examples, and I hope that these examples will sit in the mind and in the brain of the learners, and they can get well out of that. So that's the thing, is in my mind, and that I would like to share with my students, with my learners, with my viewers. And once again, I asked people who they live around Sarari, they could come and they could join my tuition center where they can get a lot of information related with the English language. Free of cost. There's no need to give the cost. There's no need to give any material benefit to me. Oh, that's the thing. Let's start. Here we go. What the topic I have brought today. My basic purpose is that to make the language easier and easier for those who they want to speak English language fluently. So I'll give the examples. Through the examples, I'll teach my learners that they can get ownership over the language, and how can they be able to speak language fluently. So I'll tell you a lot of I'll provide you with a lot of examples, and hope that these examples will support you and your cause. Here we go. Here we start with the teaching. Our teaching. First of all, you know that we start with the teaching. Teacher comes and he give talk on different topics. Okay. So the teaching starts with the teacher, and there is the learning. Learning given to the people and the learners. Okay. You know that everybody comes here on the stage and he give talk on different topics, and learners are sitting before that person and getting things in their mind, in their brain. But what the problem, what the gap is there, that learners are not given the things on the way that they want. The things are required. We what teachers do, They stores teaching, giving many rules and regulations and traditional teaching. They give the traditional teaching that give no benefit to the learners. This is a gap that even many learners cannot understand the things well. And the thing that I would like to say, and many that interested people learn language to speak as a second language, English as a second language. They start learning English as a second language. That's a biggest gap in their learning process and setting these things on their in their brain. Okay, when they start learning as a second language, they what they do, they translate from their native language to the English language, and that there is a gap, and that gap create many doubts in the mind and the brain of the learners, and they are not capable enough to express their thoughts well. And this is the reason I understand that they are not able to talk English language fluently. Actually, excuse me. So, I am not one of those teachers who can suggest you that you start learning English language as a second language. Oh no, that's wrong. That's wrong, because when you translate from your native language and to the English language, there becomes a gap, and that gap create many doubts in the mind of the learners, and these doubts never allow the learners to speak out what the thoughts, what the ideas is in their brain. Okay, so I say that we, if want to learn something, we should learn any language if we would like to learn any language. And here I would like to represent my own experiences, that how did I get that language easier to me, and what was the thing that made me realize that I should teach my students, my learners, that this is the easiest way that we can get this thing, get this thing processed in our mind. So I would like to present my own experiences, my own understanding, that why, how did I get closer and closer to the language. So this is the thing that I would like to talk here. Again, is English as a second language, that creates many problems. You know that when you translate anything, you find whenever a thing come in your mind in your native language, you start guessing, you start finding many words that could match your native words, and then you present a sentence that create a gap in your speaking and in your thinking. That gap is not making your cause clear and smoother. So that's a wrong thing. First is that thing that we should never learn the English language as a second language by getting translations and reading many books and getting translations over there and memorizing certain words and something like that. So never. That is not allowed. But what I consider that English as a first language like the natives, we should talk. Okay, we store about many things lying around on our room before us on many places. Okay, we start thinking about these things in English language, about these objects in English language, and we start talking about these things in English as our first language. When we start talking something about as our first language, we can get fluency over there. Okay, I hope that it will make sense. And many learners, when I am at the tuition center, I'm there, I'm teaching. I have a contact with many teachers. They say that grammar is necessary for learning English language. I wanted to talk that yeah, when your speech is concerned with the vocab and grammar. Vocab and grammar, these two things are required in your speech. These two things are required in your speech. So I would come on this topic, what I stated earlier and my earlier in my video. I would come on that topic back, and I would tell you something. I would like to make something clear that. May have created many doubts on the mind of the students and the mind of the learners, and what the thing that stopped them from speaking, from talking words, from getting fluent English speaker. That these are the doubts in their minds. They think that I want to use this, but oh no, that would be wrong. That would not be right. Oh no, this is the thinking is in the mind that stops you from doing, from expressing, from talking. I would come on many more things today, and I'll try to make these things clear on the brain of the students, that they can understand what are the thoughts with them, what are the things that are stopping them from speaking fluently. So I would come on later on. I would come on during this video, but I request all of my learners that hang on and watch my video from start to the end, so that you can get the purpose, you can get a better understanding about my vlogs or my videos. Okay, all right. Vocab and grammar. Vocab and grammar. Vocab means you have many words. You try to use these things according to the situation, what the situation demands. Okay, you have many words. Okay, and this vocab come in the circle of the grammar. When you start learning grammar, you know that what is the grammar. You know that many teachers are teaching the grammar in a way. They are teaching certain rules. This is noun, this is pronoun, this is adjective, this is adverb, this is present tense, this is past tense, this is future tense, whatsoever. So there are so many ways of teaching the grammar, but actually what the grammar demands from the side of the teachers, from the side of the learners, they are not going on that direction. If they go once that direction, they all get fluent. Okay, am I right? So we need to use the words. Yeah, we need to use the vocab according to the situation, what the situation demands. Okay, for example, right usage of words. As you know that grammar as the study of a structure of a language, how to set a language, how to set a language. Okay, this tells you how to set a language. This is the study of a structure of language. What is the structure of language? A structure of internal structure of word. It tells you one thing, that it is the internal structure of your word, because your word changes according to the situation. Well, for example, I say here, I help you. Okay. And what? Excuse me. I help you. He helps me. Verb finds a change in its internal structure. Here word finds a change in its internal structure. And about this change, what tell you? Grammar tells you about this change, that verb and make agreement with the subject according to the subject. Verb and make agreement according to the subject and according to the tenses. Later on, I'll come on these things, but I would like to give a few examples so that you can set these things in your brain. So you, at the time of speaking, you should not have any doubts in your mind. Okay. The basic purpose is that I wanted to remove doubts from the mind of learners. Mind of learners. I wanted this one. Learners, I want this thing. Okay. This is the internal structure. There is a change in the internal structure of word. For example, you are going anywhere. I'm talking about the situation. Okay, I need help. I'm going somewhere. I need help, and that situation is demanding that I should use this word because there's a need of help. Okay, I go somewhere and I ask somebody for the help. That that person gives me help, and if I do not have need of help, another person might have. So I go in the situation where we need help. So some people are asking for a cure. Some people are asking for a livelihood. Some people are asking for different things. Okay, some people are asking for books and for many more things. There are so many things are needed to the people. So that situation demands the word help. There is a need of verb help. Okay, so we are taught I need help, I need help, they need help. Okay, so here the situation demands word help. So we are use the words according to the situation on which we are. Okay, if we memorize certain words or certain vocab in our brain, and when we go at a different place, there is no need of certain words that we have already memorized in our brain. Okay, so what happens with us, that what the things we memorize at our home, at our office, at our classroom, wherever we memorize these things, and after getting out of that and we go to a situation, we go to a place where there's no need of such things that we memorized earlier. Okay, so that create many doubts. When I start speaking about different things, I do not remember the words that the situation demands. So for that reason, I ask my learners that try to understand the things, and try to understand the things on the way the situation as demanding, not on the way as you are asking, that you are learning the things, you are memorizing the words thousand. There are many friends related with me, they are saying that we have memorized 1000 words, 2000 words, and many more words they have memorized. But they ask me again and again and again. They complain this thing that after the memorization of lot of words, even we are not fluent to talk or to speak English language. So what the problem? I would like to ask them, do not memorize many more words, but whatever the 10 words or 20 words or 100 words you have in your memory, you have in your brain, you try to get ownership, you try to get better understanding about these words. I say many students that until and unless you do not get your learning set learning set if you do not get your learning set, you will not be able to speak English language fluently. This is the main cause. This is the thing that stops you from speaking English language. Okay, so let's start here. So vocab, I say that use of vocab, it tells you, grammar tells you how to use the vocab, how to give the context to your words, how to get the contextual meaning of words. For example, you know that all the words are locked in our memory at the time of speaking, at the time of reading stories, at the time of reading different texts. Okay, so what we do, we try to understand the meaning of the words from the context in which the words are used. So this is called the contextual meaning. Contextual meaning. Contextual meaning is that you understand the word and the way the words are used in the context. That's essential. That's very important. When you are learning the English or you are learning any language, you need to understand the words and the context on which they are used. Also, I would like to give the year, and there are so many meanings of even one word. Even I take a simple word before you. Even I take talk about simple word. So you know that you need a vocab, but the right use of vocab you need. You need a right use of vocab. For example, I would like to give many a times examples. I can't say, I can give, speak. I can give, speak. That's wrong. Because that is the setting of the word, that is the usage of word is wrong. But I can say, rather I can say, I can give talk. I can give talk. I can give talk. This is the right use of the language. This is the right use of the language. You know that which one word can sit on your and your ideas. When you are going to use your ideas, you would like to express your ideas, you are trying to select the words on the right sense that make the sense to the learners, that make the sense to the hearers, that makes the sense to the listeners. Okay, so like that you can say, I can give talk. Right now you know that I'm giving the talk. So like this, use of the grammar, I would like to say, we make the use of grammar according to the situation. What the situation is that? For example, right now I'm delivering lecture, I'm giving talk. Because situation demands that the job that I'm doing, that's continuity. That is in the continuity. That is in the continuity. So for that reason, I need to use present continuous. I do not memorize that present continuous is used there, past continuous is used there, and present simple is used there, whatsoever. There are so many different tenses, and there are even problems are created for the learners, for the students. They are taught 12 or more than 13 or 16 branches. 16 branches the students are taught, and they are complex. They are complicated about, now complex not complicated, they are complicated about their learning. So that's the huge gap. That's the huge gap. Because you know that when newborn baby is there, does he learn language? When newborn baby is there, first I would like to talk a lot of things today before you. You know that sound refers to meaning. Sound refers to meaning. Okay. So the right use of word, you know that this word said there, and that can give a correct meaning that we are asking. Okay. So like that, you need grammar according to the situation. You need vocab according to the situation. What the situation is there, you are using the words. You are using the grammar. You are using different tenses. You try to use grammar, vocab according to the situation. Do not memorize these things, but you rather give the examples to your learners, to your students, that they can understand things from the examples. Okay, when newborn baby is there, what we say in our Sindhi language, Ama Sindhi. So we say, mother say their newborn baby. Mother utters certain words before the newborn baby. What these words are there? Hello. Aba, 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 aba. Ama, ma, 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 ma. Ada, da, da, da. This is the sound that comes to the ear of the newborn baby. It is sound that comes to the ear of newborn baby. Okay, so they stores learning about this sound. This sound makes these words process in their brain. Abba means the father. If we, in place of father, mother, brother, sister, these words, things, and another word that is common there, things. Shay, shay. Sweets are many more things are there. Okay, biscuits and so many things. Okay, they starts mothers starts teaching their children through their science. Not they give the definitions, not they give the explanations about these words. They ask, they utter these words before them and in their ears, and they hear these words in their ears, and they understand that what the word they are uttering. Okay, so like that, they many words they come to learn, come many words come their ear, come to their ears, but they do not, they are not able to give the explanation of these words, but still they understand that what these words are. But if you ask newborn baby that what is the meaning of Abba in Sindhi language, what is the meaning of father, he would never tell you, but he would say that this is my father. If you get explanation from newborn baby that who is that person, I would say that he is my father, she's my mother. He would utter these things, and he would say that he's my brother. But if you ask that person, give the definition. If you ask the newborn baby to give the definition of this one, oh no, he doesn't know the definition. He tries to understand things and sound. There is a contact between the sound and the meaning. So what the sound is uttered and the ears of the newborn baby comes to understand that thing, these words, and he never be given a definition about these things, never be explained these things to his ears or her ears, newborn baby. So like that. I hope that it makes sense to you. And the contextual meaning, for example, you know that what happens there, that all the words are not even on the brain. Okay, so what happens there are many words we do not know about, and there are many words that are quite strange to us. But how do we acquire their meaning? We acquire their meaning through the context, and the context on which the words are used. Okay, we try to understand things from the context. So if you understand the things from the context, that means a contextual meaning. I always stress on that thing. So let's talk on my earlier thing that I stated at the start of my video below. I said that the major flaw lies with our teaching. Major flaw lies with our teaching. What we teach, we give the rules and regulations, we give certain definitions of a traditional learning. That's called a traditional learning. We give a lot of rules. So noun is called the name of person, place, thing, or an idea, or whatsoever. Oh no, you try to give the examples to the students that what is the noun, what is the pronoun. You try to give the examples rather to give the definitions and the rules, because the students are not eager to understand what you are teaching them. Your job is that to bring the things in their brain, make the things easier that they can understand. Because best job of teachers is that make the things clear and smoother, that the students can understand things well. This is the thing. This is the job of a teacher. Not it is the job of a teacher what the things he see in the books and he repeat the same things. And many more teachers I have seen, they are asking their students, they are asking their candidates, learners, they are asking, keep on practicing. That will make your language fluent. I do not agree with them. I'm not agreed to them. Because the reason is that until you're learning, I say, Excuse me. This is the morning time at Sarari. I once again request my viewers to subscribe my channel, like my channel, and share my videos with your friends so that they can get more and more benefit out of my teaching. If you are agree, and let me know through your comments that what is wrong with my teaching so that I can improve this well. Okay. All right. Also teaching. This is a major. There is a major flaw on the way of teaching at our country. There is a major flaw. What is the flaw? That they store traditional teaching. That's not allowed on the classes. This is the wrong way of teaching the students. I do not say them. And many teachers I have contacted, they are asking their students that practice and practice and practice. I said that's wrong. That's wrong. If I make and practice on one thing, that I'm a teacher, 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 like the parrot. I keep on memorizing this thing again and again and again and again and again and again. So that will make no sense to me. That will not help me on understanding the reason and understanding the things that I'm learning. So that's a bad thing. I do not ask the students that keep on practicing. I ask the students try to understand the things. Try to understand, not practice. I do not allow the students to practice. I do not ask the students to practice. I ask the students to learn, to understand things. Learning is of two types. One learning means do not understand. Do not understand. This is the learning means ununderstandable. Do not understand. And second, the thing is understand. So this type of learning is needed there. This type of learning is required there. So teachers need to teach and give the teaching to the students that they can understand the things. And I hope I understand that what I have understood during my experiences to learn a language. I'm still a learner, and what I understood during that experience is that you, whatever the try you make on this one, you cannot get successful until and unless you do not understand things. If you do not get a better understanding about the things, you cannot speak fluently. So I ask the learners, I ask my viewers that you need to understand things. Whenever you get a better understanding about the thing that's taught, if you are learning to speak English language fluently, you need to understand the language fluently. You need to understand even the grammar, even the vocab, even the usage of words. Try to get the ownership. And in my earlier video, what I taught a few days earlier, I said that there are 3 stages of learning. One, exposure. Exposure. Exposure means something is exposed to you, or you are exposed to something. Okay. When exposed means I go outside of my classroom and I stand on the road. I'm exposed to sun. I'm exposed to sun because there is no cover. There's no cover. There's no stoppage. I'm exposed to sun. So like that, words are exposed to students. Words are exposed to the learners. Like that. Exposure. And second thing is awareness. Okay, awareness means you got some awareness about the words. You got their meanings. But there is the problem with the students, they got stuck. There is the problem with the learners, they got stuck with the awareness. They know the meaning of different words, but they are not sure that we have to use these words, and they are not sure that how to use these words, how to say these words. And the last stage, what I which I demand from the side of my viewers and from the side of my learners is that they should get this state, ownership. Ownership means complete understanding of things. Complete understanding of things. When you get a better understanding about the things, you are the better speaker. You are a fluent speaker. So that's what my video today. I I thank all my viewers once again. So until then, I get permission from you. Bye bye.